Our final story is about a fatal crash, a presidential motorcade, and a nation demanding answers. In Kenya, a British national has been killed in an alleged hit-and-run case involving a vehicle from President William Ruto's convoy. The incident has sparked widespread outrage, raising tough questions about VIP motorcades, government accountability, and whether justice will truly be served. Our next report breaks it all down.
A deadly hit-and-run case in Kenya is sparking outrage and raising questions about presidential motorcades. A British national has been killed by a vehicle from President William Ruto's convoy on one of the capital Nairobi's busiest roads. The victim, 79-year-old Edgar Riches, a UK charity worker who had been visiting his family in Kenya. He was hit by a support vehicle at the rear of Ruto's convoy as it travelled to a public event in the capital. Reports suggest Riches was crossing the road when the speeding vehicle struck him without stopping. Witnesses say the convoy was moving dangerously fast through an already congested road. Shocking videos from the scene capture the chaos and distress, bystanders screaming as the lifeless body lay on the road. Other images show Riches covered in a Masai shuka, a traditional checked shawl. A post-mortem confirmed the 79-year-old suffered multiple severe injuries to his head and chest, leading to fatal trauma. Police said the driver was arrested, but he was later released on bail, fueling concerns over accountability. The tragedy has now ignited a public outcry. While Kenyans are accustomed to roads being cleared for presidential convoys, many now question it on social media. Why was Ruto's motorcade so large? And why was it speeding through a crowded area? Meanwhile, in the UK, tributes are pouring in for Riches, remembered as a kind and generous man who spent years raising funds for schools and communities in Kenya. He had been visiting his sister and nephew in the East African country when his life was tragically cut short. But this isn't the first time a presidential motorcade has been involved in a fatal accident. Over the years, civilians and even members of the president's team have lost their lives. Yet, few cases have led to real accountability. Some believe this case is getting more attention because the victim was a foreigner. The UK High Commission says it is closely monitoring the situation and is assisting the victim's family in bringing his body home. But for President Ruto, this comes at a time of rising political chaos. He is already at the center of several controversies in the country. Last year, he was forced to withdraw a controversial tax bill after mass protests swept the country. Now this latest scandal is adding even more pressure on his leadership. Will this case be another forgotten tragedy, or will it finally force a change in how Kenya's leaders move through public spaces? Only time will tell.
Firstpost brings you the Ideas Pod at the Raisina Dialogue 2025, the largest gathering of global policymakers, thought leaders, and innovators, now on the fastest-growing international news platform. Big ideas, big debates, big impact. Only at the Ideas Pod.
Raisina Hill.
Firstpost gives you front-row access to the conversations that matter most. The Ideas Pod. Raisina Dialogue 2025 on Firstpost. From March 17th to March 19th.